Top 10, presented by Only in Your State.
Hey, friends, welcome to Not Your Average Bucket List. Today, we are going to help you find the best things to do in Wisconsin during the month of July 2023. This is our new monthly series that we're testing out, and I think it's a lot of fun, especially in the summer months. I'm here with my co host, Marissa. Marissa, are you ready for Wisconsin?
I'm ready. I hope there's a lot of cheese.
I hate to inform you, but we're less cheese focused, but that's coming. Don't worry.
Okay.
It's
Any
it's
fruit?
summer season.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
hot cheese summer, so we gotta we gotta go outside first, then reward with cheese. So, if you're at all familiar with Wisconsin, and I know we covered it in our small town getaways season before, but there is a lot of time spent on a boat or at the beach for Wisconsin. So, we have access to the Great Lakes and also over 15,000 small lakes throughout the whole state. And so,
Whoa.
there's a lot of water fun to be had. And it's also the water park capital of the world. And it's also home to one of the largest music festivals in the world. Wisconsin goes hard in the summer. I have respect.
Apparently.
Yeah, I have respect for the state. That's for sure. So I will say, I'm just going to jump right into it. I'm going to start out with some attractions you should hit and then go into the events. So, first, the Wisconsin Dells. It's a popular tourist destination and it has a wide range of attractions. Wisconsin Dells is the city, but it also features the Dells of Wisconsin River. So, it has water parks, boat tours, rock formations in the Dells, and then theme parks and just tons of stuff to do in Wisconsin Dells. And I know I mentioned the water park capital of the world, and in the Dells, you'll find Noah's Ark Water Park, Mount Olympus, Mirror Lake Park, State Park, which is an actual forested reserve with tons of nature trails, camping, and swimming holes. But in Wisconsin Dells alone, there's over 20 indoor and outdoor water parks. So it could be a 20 item list, but definitely visit. I think it's an awesome spot to see during the summer, especially if you want to have some fun in the sun. So also we have House on the Rock, and it's something that you can visit throughout all of the year. But if you're traveling throughout Wisconsin, it's like put this on your summer bucket list because you're going to be driving by. So we featured it on Only in Your State before, and if you're a fan of the series American Gods or the book, they actually visit this place. It's a unique attraction in Spring Green, and it's just a like almost like a giant fun house with exhibits and art and just an indoor giant carousel, oddities. It's just a strange place. So definitely worth visiting, especially if you're having a fun summer trip and you want to get inside in the AC. Definitely worth stopping by. Also, another favorite, and it's not really a hidden gem, but the Apostle Islands National Lakeshore. It's just one of those spots that it's kind of far away from major city centers and it has a lot of fun things to do. So, like hiking around the rocks and just exploring Lake Superior. It's just ideal. You can hike, kayak, hang out on a beach, see the rock formations, and it's worth traveling for that and its beaches around it as well. And it's just one of those formations too that's just like really cool to see from the boat. So I would definitely suggest kayaking around Apostle Island.
Very cool. It
And
sounds
I
like
know
a
that. Oh, go
perfect way
ahead.
to stay away from crowds for the summer, too.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. If you aren't a fan of, the water parks and the festivals and like being in front of, all the people, getting out to Apostle Islands National Lakeshore is definitely a thing to do. But if you do want to go to a water park, I have done a little bit of bitty roundup to say the top ones that maybe you should check out. There's tons, so I'm not going to cover all of them, but these were kind of standouts in their field. So Lake Geneva has Timber Ridge Lodge and Water Park at Grand Geneva. It has gigantic slides, a lazy river, an indoor water park, and a heated pool. So if weather isn't cooperating with you, you can go inside. And then also, if you like 3-story tall water slides, you can go to Tundra Lodge and Resort, and it is in Green Bay. There's outdoor splash pads and jacuzzi, so it's not indoor only. And it's definitely one of those where you can like stay at the resort and just have the whole family getaway there.
Hmm.
And then if you go to Madison, you should go to Crawdaddy Cove. It's a shrimp boat themed water park, which is
Ooh.
yeah, right. And it's ideal for younger children, but it does have a pool bar, a whirlpool for adults. So if mom and dad just want to, step aside and let the kids have fun, they can have their own kind of fun. And then in Sheboygan, the Blue Harbor Resort and Conference Center is just a giant indoor water park. Just like I saw quite a few reviews of like, yep, this is the place to go. It's, there's a surf simulator, water basketball, toddler pool, like just a lot of like unique
Ooh.
things for kids to do inside. And then another roundup, but something I just really wanted to mention is the Wisconsin supper clubs, but ones specifically that have great lake views for the summer.
Mm.
So if you're not familiar with supper clubs, it's not really a my Midwest thing, but I do think in like Wisconsin and Minnesota, supper clubs are more popular and just part of the culture. So if you want to go to one that has like great views, you should go to Ishnala in Wisconsin Dells, Blank's Lake Air Supper Club, and that's in Fond du Lac, Fond du Lake. Ooh, someone's gonna be like, how dare you? Silvercrest Supper Club in Watoma, the Copper Duck in Hubertus, Gibbs on the Lake in Kewanee, Donnie's Glidden Lodge in Sturgeon Bay, if sounding
Ooh.
familiar. Maiden Lake Supper Club in Mountain, Pinewood Supper Club in Moisany, and Sunset Bay Supper Club in Phillips. So you love food and you love views. Those are the ones you got to check out. And
Very cool.
now on to events. I thought there are quite a few really cool ones in Wisconsin. So in July, we have Summerfest. And Summerfest is the annual music festival held in Milwaukee, and it is giant, claiming to be one of the world's largest.
Hmm.
So there are live performances from July 6th to July 8th from artists, like really big artists all across different genres, but there's also tons of food trucks, vendors, all things going on. And it's kind of like an extended concert. So it's, if you're into festivals and you have Tylenol and you know when to rest, like this is the show for you. I feel like
Is
it's
it
going to
a,
satisfy a lot.
do you camp or is it like a hotel type festival?
I do think it is not a necessarily camping. It's in downtown Milwaukee, but
Okay.
stay nearby. And
Okay.
I do think we have on the next festival I was going to speak about, which is the Country Jam. If you're not quite into like the generalized Summerfest festival and you're interested in country music, I do believe that Country Jam has some camping available. So this is July 19th to the 22nd, and this is in Eau Claire. And it's one of the largest country music festivals in the world. Like these
Oh,
guys are going big.
yeah, Wisconsin. Wow.
Yeah,
Good for
right.
you.
I know. So Country Jam USA, if you're not into Summerfest and maybe you want to do some more camping and just like pull up an RV or something, go to Country Jam. And then there's the Air Venture in Oshkosh, and this is on July 24th to the 30th. And they are really about their superlatives, like the world's greatest aviation celebration. So this is just for aviation enthusiasts, and there are air shows, displays of aircraft, educational workshops, and even just other like aviation related activities. So I'm thinking bring the young ones, let them just be amazed by all of the big louds, cool things. And if you're
Yeah.
into planes too, then show up. It looks like a lot of fun. And then more my speed is the art fair on the square in Madison, which is the 8th to the 9th in July. And this is organized by the Museum of Contemporary Art in Madison. And basically, it's just displaying a bunch of outdoor art exhibits. And it, attracts people from across the country. And you get to browse artwork, jewelry, ceramics, but there's also music, entertainment, dining, 500 artists exhibiting paintings, prints, sculpture. So like you can go there to appreciate art, but also if you just want to wander with some fair food or street truck food and just like look at all the cool things, it's definitely worth it. And Madison itself is an awesome city. So if you haven't been, this is a great reason why to make your trip across Wisconsin and just kind of, check it out. So even if you're on the opposite side of the state and you're like, oh, I never get a chance to go to Madison, pick up and go because the art fair in the square sounds awesome.
Oh.
And for the last event, it's a little weird. Well, for some, I think it sounds great. um, but it's the Lumberjack World Championships.
Ooh, I've
Yeah.
seen these on ESPN and stuff.
People picking up logs and
I would
throwing.
go. I
Absolutely.
would go.
Yeah. So in Hayward on July 20th to the 22nd, You get to witness strength and skill of lumberjacks and lumberjills at the Lumberjack World Championships. And so competitors from around the world are gathering to do these sporting events, the timber sport events. So sawing, chopping, climbing, boom running, which I'm assuming is on a boom. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, I would go to this. Like, I want to
Heck
just
yeah.
be a fan. I just want to dress
Right.
up like a lumberjack, be there, be supportive.
Is there a costume contest too?
I don't think so. I'm afraid I would just offend people. So maybe just
Oh.
go there and support.
Or like accidentally enter the contest.
Like, look, I can't pick up this stump. I'll sit on it. That sounds great. And yeah, it's that's what we're looking at for Wisconsin. There's a ton, especially I feel like Wisconsin is so cold in the winter. For summer, they're like, all right, guys, we got to do it. Let's go.
Time to let loose.
Yep. And July is one of the best times to do it. So there we go.